Hello again, this is Delta Climber coming to you from World Zero, and Squiddy and I are on my favorite little world. This is World 3, the snowy little world here. And there is one video that I forgot or neglected to do, and that's dealing with the different classes. So we're going to dive right into this. I'm going to get off the top of this little house. You jump over from the steps to the house here. And we're going to go see if I can find a place. We can go out this little backside over here. Oh, it's been changed. There's just a little view place here where you can come and view the waterfall, the frozen lake and all. This is kind of neat, kind of nice. We're going to dive right on into the classes. Click on classes, and then you see there are 3 beginner classes. I started with Arcane Mage, but when I equipped, I paid for the Spirit Archer. For some reason, it kicked me out of the beginner class. So once you go past these beginner classes and you choose a beginner class, you cannot re-choose. One that I've already done, I've gotten this 75 of these tokens. These are class or tier 1 tickets. I've already done Elementalist. Let me go ahead, and they will automatically give you a free little staff if you don't have that. So Elementalist, you can shoot ice, like chunks of ice at something. If you click on E, you'll put an ice barricade or whatever, and you'll do damage to something. This is R, and you'll throw a fireball at something or your target. And this is F. It's where you do thunder and lightning and put a glyph or something on the ground to do that. So that is the class of Elementalist. I have not yet got Guardian. I'm going to go ahead and click on Guardian, unlock it, and then I'm going to go ahead and clear on out of that. And they have given me this big, cool sword. And with E, you stomp, and it brings these little dragons dancing around. R is where you drag the sword and you throw dirt up on or rock up on your victim. And then that's cool. F is where you do your sword so fast it throw waves, I guess wind waves at them or whatever. But that's really cool. I like that. Now there's always X. X is like the super special for each of the weapons, but it takes usually a long time to load. So we're just going to go ahead on with the rest of the classes and their specials without X. So there's Guardian. Got to go back into classes and re-equip Guardian to show you this. All you do is you just swing the sword and move forward. That's the basic for Guardian. Go back into classes and go back to Dual Wielder. The basic for Dual Wielder is you're swinging your swords and you flip and everything. Dual Wielder used to be one of my favorites as far as coolness goes. You have to put 2 auras on to show that. And when you get up to Paladin and you have a shield and a sword, you're going to need 2 there as well. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to equip on the left another aura. And here it starts showing up. All right, Dual Wielder. A lot of people like dual wielders. I'm one of them. The special E, special for dual wielder, is you take the end of your swords and you bump them on the ground and you have the dragons dancing around you. R is where you zip forward. You lunge forward. And then F is, again, one of my favorites. It's where you throw your sword so fast it throws an X of wind towards your target and does them damage. It's almost a ranged attack. All right, back to classes again. Now I've again, been playing and haven't done anything with classes, so I've gotten max tickets for these as well. This is tier 2 tickets, and I'm going to go ahead and unlock Berserker. To me, Berserker does more damage than any other class. It just does. And the problem with Berserker, though, is you cannot heal yourself, and you have to be right on the monster to do it damage. The basic for Berserker, you're just going forwards and swinging the 2 axes like this. And, I mean, it's really a tank, heavy-duty type attack. For E, you lunge forward and you smash to the ground and blow cinders up in the air. For R, it's where you spin around with your 2 axes stuck out and do massive amounts of damage. And then F is where you put lava down, if I remember correctly. That does massive amounts of damage to your prey, to your enemies. Again, this is Berserker. But if I did Berserker, I would definitely have a squid or some type of healing pet on, not just healing pulse, but I'd have a squid or one of the squids on, or maybe a lion that puts a barrier around you. The little white lion does barrier around you. All right, classes again. We'll go down here to Paladin. I want to unlock Paladin with the tickets. And I'm going to close that out. This is the class that I used to play the most. I mean, but when I came back on and started playing again, all of my characters were Paladin. One reason is it does lots of damage. It has a kind of a range of attack, and it can heal itself and people around, and I like doing that. That's why I like Squiddy so much. So just the basic, you're coming forward, swinging your sword and blocking with your shield. E, it's actually if a monster is about to hit you and you press E and get your shield up to do that block, it keeps the monster from doing you damage, and that will save you and allow you to stay in close combat if it's just a hit. If it's one of those super hits where the ground is starting to turn red and fill the circle up, and just skip that. That will still probably kill you. But R is where you're healing yourself and the people around you. And then the ranged attack I was talking about is F. You can shoot just like the armored goblins on World 7. You can shoot that laser beam or whatever out of your sword. And X is recharged by now. You put this bunch of shields around you, and it lets you do more damage while you're fighting inside that circle for a certain length of time. Paladin, I guess that is one of my favorites, until they came along with Archer. All right, back to classes. After Paladin, you have Mage of Light. I'm going to go ahead and unlock Mage of Light. Go back, and Mage of Light, it's okay, but it is not one of my favorites because these orbs of energy, the first orbs of energy like these just naturally came up, and they fill up half a circle. If you want to fill up the rest of the circle, then you'll have to do one of the specials. See, and what that does, that's E. It gives you extra energy so that you can do this with R, and it takes your health away to build those orbs up on the back. Now, the orbs on the back are a lot more powerful than the natural orbs. So if you shoot them and then you do all of the orbs with these high-powered orbs, it's a lot more powerful. But you only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 orbs. You only have 10 pieces of ammo. And once that's gone, then they've got to naturally come back, or either you've got to recharge them. So with Mage of Light, E gives you extra power and protection. And I've got max orbs up. See, and you throw your orbs you just throw your orbs until your orbs are gone, and then you have to get more ammunition. And then F is where you put that pink shield, just like the white lion does, the orb of protection around the people in your sphere of, or in your range there. And it lasts a good long time. This is more a defensive and a support role to me, but it does have some attack there. But it, Mage of Light, some people really like it. It's good, but it's not my favorite. Here's Demon. I'm going to let you experiment with that. I am not going to do Demon. I never have. I never will. But Dragoon, I really liked Dragoon. I'm going to go ahead and unlock Dragoon and go back. With Dragoon, you have this long pike-like spear. It's like a big sword on the end of the spear. And the basic attack is really swinging and poking. Swinging and spearing. Spear right there. Spear. Got 2 pokes. And Dragoon, I like it. Here's E. You lunge forward, and it does massive damage to all of the targets in your pathway. With F, it allows, you've seen people do that probably. It allows you to, I don't know, super speed chop whatever your target is. And I really like that. And then F is where you go up and you come smashing down, kind of like the dragon, the son of Ignis does on floor 7. He goes up, and then when the circle is completely filled in, he comes down and smashes. With X, now I wanted to show X. X is recharged now. But with X, that's where you go and smash down, and the dragons come up out of the ground and do massive damage to all of the targets around. And then the little dragons are dancing around you as well. And I remember when Dragoon first came out and I used it, I really liked it. It took a minute to get used to it and to get kind of proficient at it. But those are the different classes here on World Zero. The last class, of course, is Archer. That is my class of choice. I think that's the best class that they've made so far. And a lot of people probably would agree with me. Hope you enjoyed the video on classes in World Zero. This is Delta Climber and Squiddy saying, enjoy the game. Until next time, arrivederci.